Hi, this is Amrita from BizAsiaLive.com, and I have the absolute pleasure to be talking to the director of the upcoming movie, Mirzya, Mr. Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra. Thank you, sir, for talking to us today.
Hi, Mirzya. Thanks so much for having me over.
No problem. So obviously we are at IIFA, and your trailer for Mirzya launched yesterday during the press conference. How does it feel launching that at somewhere like IIFA?
It's on the onset, you're always very anxious to share your work with the people, and when you get an opportunity and a platform like IIFA and the lovely city of Madrid, and even more amazing people, and you share it with, it's a great launch pad, if that's the word, and it makes me very, very happy. I'm really satisfied.
Okay, and obviously not many people will know, yesterday Mr. Salman Khan asked for the trailer to be kind of played a second time, and he gave so much of support on Twitter as well. How does it feel when industry folk obviously do that, when the trailer was released?
Yeah, we have an amazing industry back home, and everyone is always helping each other. Everyone is always appreciative of each other's work, and even if you make mistakes, they're forgiving and they look the other way, but there is always a pat on your back. So I'm really encouraged by the encouragement given to me by my peers, the seniors, my friends, the new talent. So yes, in that room yesterday, it was packed with talent, and I was fortunate to showcase it with such a select media from all over the world, and at the same time the cream of the talent of the Indian industry.
Yeah, of course. Now obviously you're launching Anil Kapoor's son Harshvardhan in the film, and also Sayami Kher. What was it like working with them, because they're kind of beginners?
The journey was amazing, absolutely, because on one hand I had the work of Gulzar, the legendary Gulzar, and he had given the story to me, and so to make his work your own and interpret it was in itself such a blessing and such a challenge, and the way he writes is, you discover something new every time you read it, and so that made the journey so fascinating. So on one side I had the great Gulzar, who's so senior, who's 80 years old, and then we had the newcomers, and Harshvardhan Kapoor and Sayami Kher, Anuj Chaudhary, Anjali Patil. So I felt like a link in time, if to say anything, how to express that, and the energy and the positivity which the youngsters brought to the floor was absolutely electrifying, and it was great to see the world and rediscover the world through their eyes. So it's fascinating.
Okay. During the trailer, obviously, as you said, the main actors, they have a certain kind of launch, if you like, within the trailer. How did you seek to incorporate the way that they are introduced in the trailer? Was it kind of a conscious thing that they're introduced in a certain way in the trailer?
Not really. A trailer is a reflection of the story, the way it will unfold, the longer version of it. So Mirzya is around 2 hours and 11 minutes, and the trailer is around 3 minutes. So it's very difficult to kind of shrink it down and encapsulate, but at the same time it kind of gives you a glimpse into the world of Mirzya. It tells you it's like a road sign to where the movie will go or where the story will go, and that's the best you can achieve.
Yeah, of course. Harshvardhan Kapoor and Sayami Kher, you know, it's a Punjabi folklore that obviously you're retelling in contemporary times.
Yeah.
How did you make sure that there was a newness to the story?
I think when you tell stories, you really don't worry about whether there'll be a newness, or you just tell the story to the best of your ability and to what you know, and it kind of then comes together. I try and work very instinctively. We rehearse a lot, we plan a lot, but then when I go on the sets, I leave everything behind, and that is a new day for me, so I'm not stuck. So I like to improvise a lot and work a lot with my technicians and my actors, and try and you know, when you enter the set every day in the morning, and then when you leave the sets in the evening or in the night, you have created something. So that process is wonderful, it's beautiful.
Okay. Just wanted to ask you a final question about your film Rang De Basanti, which obviously marked 10 years. I know for someone in my generation, I know that it's absolute cult classic for us. How does it feel that it's marked 10 years and it's had so much of an impact on the generation and probably generations to come?
Well, the baby is growing, so the mother is happy. It now, when I look at Rang De Basanti, I merely feel like a spoke in the wheel. That was another Rakeysh Mehra who told that story, and I look at it like that, and what the film stands for, I'm very proud of that. It has something very definite to speak about. At the time it was made, it spoke about religious intolerance. It spoke against, it was a voice against corruption. So yes, and it went down to the people, and it was based on a real incident, which is always very interesting when you bring it on screen in your own way. So I was trying to retell a story which was already there in the consciousness of the nation, and went back to my college days and my friends and what we would speak about and what would we would debate about and what troubled us, and somehow the time passed. So revisiting that part of yourself and the rebel in you was almost like a rebirth.
I do hope that Mirzya also gets a cult classic status. I just want to say thank you so much for talking to us, and I wish you all the best for the release of Mirzya in October, and hopefully we'll get to speak soon.
Thank you very much.